You know, life isn't a fucking buffet where you sit under the heat lamp, waiting like a limp French fry going soggy under fluorescent lights. It's more like a dance floor. The music doesn't wait for you. The band doesn't pause until you feel ready. No, the rhythm is here, now, pulsing, sweating, vibrating through your chest. And the only real sin is standing still, arms crossed, pretending the music isn't meant for you. And isn't it funny? Kids never wait to be flawless before they move. They stumble, they fall, they laugh, and they try again. A toddler doesn't think, oh shit, I shouldn't walk until my gait is symmetrical and Instagram worthy. They wobble gloriously because motion itself is mastery. See, confidence is not I'm perfect. That's a fucking trap. A mirage that keeps you thirsty in the desert of your own potential. Confidence is, yeah, I'm messy, sweaty, gloriously human. And I show up anyway. And every time you show up, the universe quietly rewrites its script around your presence. Think about fingerprints. Nobody apologizes for theirs. You don't look at your hand and say, God, I hope no one notices my swirls and ridges. Those lines are your signature, proof of your existence. Your flaws, they're fingerprints of your character, unique markers of your journey. Own them loud, because hiding them, it's like sanding down a diamond. It kills the sparkle. Now chunk this up, big picture, the ramifications, if you wait. If you sit on your hands waiting for perfect, what happens? Futures collapse, opportunities rot. You become the last slice of sad cold pizza that no one wanted. Curled and congealed in the box of yesterday's choices. The world doesn't pass you by because it's cruel. It passes you by because you refuse to dance with it. And if you move, even clumsy, even wrong, momentum builds. Science backs this. Inertia says an object in motion stays in motion. Your neurons wire stronger when you repeat action, not when you sit and fantasize. Dopamine doesn't spike from thinking about running the race. It spikes from putting one fucking foot in front of the other. So let's chunk down details. Every time you text someone first instead of waiting. Every time you ship the draft instead of polishing it into dust. Every time you speak up in a meeting, voice trembling but words real. Each microaction, it's a pebble tossed into a pond, rippling outward. The small things add up to tectonic shifts. And isn't it ironic? You already know how to do this. Remember learning to ride a bike? You didn't master balance by theory. You toppled, scraped, cursed, tried again. And now, you don't even think about balance. You just fucking ride. That's why identity rewires. Action first, belief follows. Now why is this important? Because the cost of not acting is heavier than the sting of imperfection. Regret weighs tons. Mistakes weigh grams. If you wait for flawless, you condemn yourself to a museum of unopened doors, dusty potential, a graveyard of what if. But when you move, messy, bold, alive, you carve paths, you gather stories, you evolve. Let's get sciencey. Neuroplasticity. It's proof your brain rewires by doing, not by waiting. Confidence is a feedback loop. Act, survive, integrate, act bigger. Fear, it's prediction, not reality. Your amygdala screams danger, but your prefrontal cortex says relax. It's just a fucking dance floor. Each time you override the fear, your brain learns. I'm safe in motion. And karmically, inaction is death. Energy you hoard stagnates. Life is movement. Exchange flow. When you withhold action, you clog the pipes of your own destiny. When you act, even sloppily, you grease the gears of synchronicity. The universe loves momentum. So what's really keeping you stuck? Old patterns, perfectionism, fear of judgment, waiting for permission. These are cages built of smoke. You rattle them once, boom, they vanish. The only thing that makes them real is your belief that they're bars instead of mist. And here's the paradox. When you own your flaws loud, when you declare, I'm magnificent, a fucking work in progress, people lean in because perfection is alien, sterile, unrelatable. Humanity is connection. Vulnerability is charisma. So imagine your future two ways. One, you keep waiting. Decades pass. The world moves. While you shrink under the heat lamp, lukewarm and unchosen. Two, you leap, you fall, you laugh, you rise, you roar. You're remembered, not for flawless execution, but for fearless participation. And tell me, which timeline makes your bones sink? So fuck flawless, fuck waiting. Life responds to movement. Be messy, sweaty, glorious, human. Confidence. It's not an immaculate statue. It's wet clay in your hands. And you shaping it in real time. You don't need to be chosen. You choose yourself. Because flaws aren't disqualifiers. They're the proof you are brave enough to play the game. And in that game, the only rule is simple. Show the fuck up anyway.